Hi, I'm Paula, and I'm a liar. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I've been advised that apparently, I don't know why, it's not a good career move for a psychologist to call herself a liar in public. Go figure. So in that spirit, let me reintroduce myself. I'm Paula, and I'm an aspirational truth teller. Does that sound better? Is that better? An aspirational truth is a specific type of lie. It's not like a white lie, you know, those lies intended to protect somebody's feelings from getting hurt. No, no. I don't want to look at anyone because they'll get offended. I would have never guessed that your 4-year-old cut your hair while you were sleeping. It looks great. Yours does look good, sir. It really looks good. I would have never guessed. Nor is it the type of lie intended to manipulate or deceive. I have no idea how pictures of somebody else's genitals got on my phone. No clue. 500 texts back and forth? Probably spam. Spam. An aspirational truth is a lie that contains within it something you aspire to do. We tend to lie about the things we wish were true. Right? That's a good point. I recycle, which may mean you have a recycling bin that you use as an overflow garbage can. I work out. Translation, gym membership. This is my favorite because I've done this so many times. Yeah, I read that book. Please don't ask a follow-up question. Please don't ask a follow-up question. If you recycle and you do things like volunteer and work out and read prolifically, it is likely that you are not going to lie and say, I waste a lot of gas, I binge watch television. Though, can you believe what happened on the second season with Zoe on Netflix with House of Cards? Anyone? House of Cards? Can you believe what happened? It is unlikely that you're going to lie about those kinds of things. We tend to aspire to do things that are beneficial to us and to others, and we lie accordingly. That's a good thing. Let me just be really clear. There are benefits to this type of lying. There's research that suggests that it's really powerful when you say these things, that you can create things by saying them. Keeps it in the front of your mind. But also, let me be clear. I am not encouraging people to lie. I don't have to. We're all doing it anyway. What I am suggesting, okay, is that you take something you're likely already doing, if you're like me, and repurpose it for good. Not a fan of lying. I am a fan of repurposing. Lining up your actions and words with your values. That is the essence of integrity. Integrity leads to happiness. The first step, however, in being able to use your lies, the lies you tell, to transform into the actions you take, is you actually need to know you're like saying these aspirational truths. It's not as easy as it seems, because when we say these things, it kind of feels good and it's hard to detect. Luckily, for better or worse, those people around us who love us are great at pointing these things out. He says you're doing this, and so I value integrity and honesty. I also value being a good steward of our Earth's resources. Gosh, today with all the recycling stuff, I really value that. I do. I really value that. I do. Yeah. So, pay attention. We tend to lie about the things we wish were true. I value those things, and I'm really good at telling people who don't know me very well because they don't know what my behavior actually is. We tend to lie to the people who don't really know us well, aspirational truths. They don't know what you're actually doing. They can believe whatever you say. For example, I go to the farmer's market a few times a week in order to feed my family the freshest food, support our local farmers, and not be wasteful. And I live in a walkable city. I walk almost everywhere. Most weekends, I don't even move the car. I'm not good with voices. Assume I'm doing a deep male voice of a really nice guy who I'm married to. Just assume that. Really, really, Paula? If that's the case, why do we usually have rotting produce in our refrigerator? Oh, and when was the last time that we didn't move the car on a weekend? Okay, it doesn't feel great. Our marriage is fine, just so you know. It doesn't feel great when somebody calls you out, but it's actually a great opportunity. It's a really, really good opportunity if you take it. Now, in my 17 years of doing therapy, working with patients, I have learned, get this is going to be shocking to you, that people don't like being called out. I never learned that in graduate school. Nobody taught me that. And people can feel like they're under attack. In my 38 years of lying, I started speaking when I was 3, okay? 41 if you're doing the math. In my 38 years as a liar, speaking lies, I too know what it feels like, operative word feel, to feel under attack when somebody calls you out, okay? Humans are animals, and like any animal who feels like they're under attack, the fight or flight reaction can get engaged. I'm among friends, so I'm going to share this with you. I'm not proud of it, okay? I'm just not, but shh, don't tell anybody. This is not an idea we're sharing. No, shh. In my case, fight or flight, oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling you people this. In my case, it was, the fight part was to pick a fight with my husband to distract him from the fact that he called me out. Excuse me, hold on. Hold on. How dare you speak to your wife that way? Just distraction, red herring, you know? Defensiveness, always an option, especially for me. Flight, part of the fight or flight, can look like this, or at least this is how it looks on me and several of the people I work with. Flight is to retreat into a place of negative self-judgment. It sounds like this in my head. Paula, your life's work is to help people have happier, more honest lives. You are lying? What the freaking hypocrite you are. What a freaking hypocrite you are. Okay. Defensiveness, diversionary tactics, self-recrimination do not create optimal conditions for happiness or positive change. I have found that the 3 A's, awareness, acceptance, action. Awareness that you are indeed lying. We're all doing it. Acceptance, so awareness that you know you're lying, okay? Acceptance that you're lying, it's nobody else's fault, not even my husband, so if you're lying, it's not his fault. Nor are you a terrible person because of it. We tend to lie about the things we wish were true. You don't have to do everything you say you're doing, but if you want to keep saying it, you should do it. No, not yet. One of the things here is when it comes to making changes in your behavior, in your life, talk is cheap. Unless you're talking to a shrink, it can get kind of expensive. Thankfully, yeah. Keeps me in business, that's good. Talk is cheap. Philosophers have been struggling with the nature of truth and happiness for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Understanding the nature of truth and happiness does not necessarily lead to a more honest or happier life. Changing your behavior does. Nothing changes if nothing changes. My invitation to you today is really simple. Start paying attention to what you're saying. When you recognize you're lying, accept that without judgment, self-recrimination, defensiveness. Line up your actions and words with your values. You'll be happier. There's a lot of truth in fiction. I invite you to transform your fiction into your truth.